my favorite people in the world. Hi, everyone.
Clayton and his dog.
Favorite people.
I just had to take my dog's bone away because it was making noise, and I feel beyond guilty right now.
Aww.
Dogs with their drama and their bones. Do you know what the most dog drama is? I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry? Go on.
Dogs eating fast out of a bowl. Like
What
the
about it?
drama of a dog eating really fast and like slurping it up and like eating. It's just I don't like it.
That's all I know.
Yeah, well, Esther's dog situation at her family home is nightmare fuel. Can you share sort of like
it gives me eating issues the way that they treat these dogs.
Honestly, it's really, really, in the words of the God Warrior, dark-sided.
I'll share that first of all, there's Duncan and Pepper. Duncan is massively overweight. He guards the food bowl. He barks. He bites you if you go near it. And he whines, wakes everybody up at 6 a.m. to be fed. Now, Pepper, though, is actually the real evil one, because Pepper will only eat his meal if Duncan is watching him. So like Pepper will just not eat, and my parents, like, they need Pepper to eat, so they go down to the basement, and you have to sit with Pepper while Duncan watches. But then, like, literally 25% of Pepper's meals, Duncan fucking gets them. Like, Pepper loves to play this game. Like, are you gonna get it from me? Are you gonna get it from me?
It's
and
very
then
toxic.
Is it voyeuristic? Is it like a voyeuristic thing? Like Pepper likes being watched?
It's an evil, like, I'm gonna eat in front of you, and all you want is food, you little pig. Like, and now you have to watch me. Pepper's so awful, but I love him.
Such a nightmare.
And Pepper is a boy? Pepper is a girl's name.
They're both boys.
Okay. Because when I hear Pepper, the first thing I think of, obviously, is the bully in Annie. Or the mean orphan.
Or Pepper Ann, the chaotic.
Much too cool for 7th grade.
Much too cool.
Well, Pepper was named after my ex-boyfriend that was Pepper's daddy, named Pepper after a boxing coach.
Okay, I simply don't have time to unpack that sentence.
Yeah, I did not join this Zoom call. I did not join this podcast to hear about a boxing coach, an ex-boyfriend, a dog being misgendered based on some kind of brutal, nihilistic. First of all, look, Holly is really going ham right now.
I'm telling you, the drama.
Look what she's doing. You've upset her.
Clayton was deflecting onto my parents' dogs, but Clayton's dog, like,
my dog is thriving. My dog's on a weight loss journey. In our family, we like to fluctuate. Holly's weight fluctuates. She does have to be on a diet. We have to measure her food every day, and that's just her journey. That's fine. I love her, and she's
like daddy, like daughter. Yeah. You're on Noom. Holly's on God knows what.
Yeah, so her food is, how I describe it, her food is it's the consistency of packing peanuts. And it's,
right.
How many times is she going to the bathroom a day, you ask everyone listening? I would say between 6 and 7 times a day. And it's really keeping the weight down. By the way, I don't want anyone to think that I'm giving my dog. The reason why my dog has to have weight issues, I don't know if I'd mentioned this, but Holly is a dwarf. So I do have a dog that suffers from dwarfism. She's literally playing right now. Anyone who's watching the YouTube video, which you guys, if you're not watching Glowing Up on YouTube, you're missing it. You're only getting half the story.
Very blurry Zoom, poorly framed zooms.
But look at her.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's sexy.
How is she a dwarf? She looks bigger than.
Yes, right. So I'm gonna. You see how big she is? I'm gonna put my hand here to show you. This is how tall her legs are. Okay, she has short legs and a normal sized dog body. And
Clayton, can I say something controversial?
If you must.
I don't really think she has dwarfism.
I was wondering the same thing myself.
Okay, well,
she's any chance that she's crossbred with a dachshund?
She's half corgi, and I'll show you the spinal surgery.
Why she has short legs?
Well, why don't I pull up the spinal surgery bill that she had like many years ago, and we can look at her x-rays, and I can tell you that she's a dwarf. Advice to anyone who's listening, when someone tells you that someone is a dwarf, it's your place not to correct them, okay?
I think you raise a good point, Clay. That was out of bounds for me and Esther.
That was out of pocket.
Far be it from me to tell you, to dwarf-splain to you.
Yeah.
Now, Caroline, I don't want you to feel left out of the dog conversation. Would you have any interest in telling us the story of the dog that your mom got recently?
My mom, there's been a revolving door of pets in my mom's life recently, and it's a really tough subject for me, but I will do my best. I'll try to make it brief.
And make it not depressing, please.
Absolutely zero promises.
Okay.
So first there was the dog, and fans of porkchop.biz, pork chop fam, I know you're out there.
Pork heads.
The pork heads, no. Pork hive, rise up, please.
Yeah.
The porkies, my little porkies. They might remember me about 6 months ago posting a ebullient, effusive carousel of images of a brand new, I want to say, boxer puppy. My little brother has been begging my mom. He's 18 years old. He lives with my mom. He's in college. He's been begging my mom to get him a dog. It's this whole saga. Like, he wants the dog. And my mom is so bad at dogs. She's bad at taking care of dogs. When I was little, every time we got a dog, would run away. My mom wouldn't care. Like, I don't know if it's a Middle Eastern thing, but I kind of think it is. Not to paint that community with a very big paintbrush, but they've got a different relationship with animals. So they get a dog. I buy the dog so many gifts. It's the cutest little boxer puppy I've ever seen. It has a name. Its name is Henry.
It's a great dog name.
Great name. We're buying it. I'm buying it gifts. I bought all these little sweaters. I took all these pictures and videos of it. I was using the dog for clout. I was like reviving old relationships with people I haven't talked to in years over this dog. Like, everyone's like, I want to come see the dog. I was like, yes, like, you gotta come see the dog.
So it was going according to plan at first.
And then, like, not a week later, I text my mom and I'm like, hey, like, I just sent a big bark box over, like, send pics of Henry in the sweaters, like, ooh, can't wait to come visit. And like, they gave me no warning at all.
You went to the house.
I did go to the house.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely remember being like, woo, like, I'm on my way to see Henry. Like, I had a gifts and all this stuff. And thank you, Esther. I show up and I'm like, where's Henry? Let me see my little fellow. And they're like, oh, he's gone. We sold him.
Sold?
They flipped the puppy.
What is this, Sweeney Todd? Like, what do you mean they sold the dog? What is this, Oliver?
And then they go, and my face falls. Like, I felt a devastation that I haven't felt in so long. And then to make me feel better, they go, well, we flipped him. We made a profit. Aren't you happy? Dogs aren't about profit. They're not stocks. They're not fucking.
This is really worse than I thought it was going to be.
It's so crazy.
And I need to remind myself that you didn't do this. You didn't do this, Caroline. That's something I'm going to need to like write a post-it.
Caroline is a victim of this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really sorry.
No warning. I was not consulted. But here's how I make myself feel better about it. My little brother, first of all, there was a little bit of a disregard for animal life, I would say. An animal is not something to joke about. You know, you think you want an animal, but it's a real responsibility, something I try to explain to him. I'm like, you can't stay out late with your friends. You have to come home and walk the dog. Like, mom works a lot. Like, you are the dog's primary owner. He's like, yeah, totally. I got it. I don't think he did get it. And I think that he quickly
Kids never do. Kids never do.
Well, if this makes you feel a little bit better, I want to say that my dog literally is my life. I worship her. That is my angel. We're gonna both be in heaven together one day. Like, I just know that, like, when I go to heaven, we will be together. I don't know who else is gonna be there, but me and Holly will be. When I was really little, I begged for mice. I wanted 2 mice, and my dad was like, that's gross, no. And he basically made me write a book report. I had to read about mice and present a book report to him, explaining how you take care of mice, all of this stuff. And I did. And he's like, okay, we can get the mice. I get the mice. I would say within an hour, I knew this isn't right. And it wasn't just the mouse thing in general. These were really, really unhappy mice.
Why mice, may I ask?
I get it. They're cute.
They were cute. These mice were not cute. They were.
Where'd you get them? Like Petco?
Like
Of course.
under the house?
The Petco next to Starbucks near Coldwater, near the Ralphs. Okay. These mice, I knew when I saw them, they were biting. They just had bad energy, but I was like, anyway, it's fine. I literally was acting like I liked them.
Petco rodents have very dark energy.
Okay. So within week 1, the mice escaped. When I tell you that the anxiety that I've never felt anxiety like I did when those mice were, I was like, I hate them and they're running around the house. We finally caught them. They had slipped through the bars.
That is disturbing.
Okay, thank you. Really disturbing. So then,
wait. Okay, keep going.
I'll try to make it fast. I'm not doing a good job.
I just was like confused by the bars, but I guess that makes sense.
It was like
wire cages.
It was an orange wire cage. They slipped.
Read a book report on mice, Esther. God.
Esther, didn't I send you that PDF? Okay, so then my dad goes, okay, we'll put mesh around the bars. So he gets to like masking tape, and masking tape's mesh. It looked literally like the most disturbing, hostile situation with these things. They chew through the mesh.
Oh.
Then we get a terrarium, like a glass thing that you keep frogs in. We think, okay, this will be fine.
Yeah.
This smells so bad. At night, the wheel would just go me up. Then they climbed up the water spigot and would be upside down on the ceiling of the net, chewing through the net. They got out that way. So then we had to put literally like masking tape. Like it was the most, they didn't want to be there. I didn't want them there. They wanted out. Then this part, I'm not kidding, is really, really dark. And I never even share this. I didn't share this with my family, but God, you guys, this is hard. Okay. When I would feed them,
I think
their food, when I fed them, I looked close. I said, what's happening? There were millions of little bugs in their food, thousands of microscopic bugs crawling around. And this whole thing was the most, like, one of the most disturbing. Like, I've had trauma. This is up there, okay? And I didn't say anything about the bugs in the food. I was like, just, this isn't happening, like rocking myself back and forth. And finally, you guys, I lasted over a year. And one day after a year, my dad was like, what's up with you? And I'm like, we got to get rid of the mice. We got to get rid of the mice. And he's like, what? I'm like, we got to get rid of the mice. So we took them back to Petco, and they were like, we don't really accept mice back, but okay, they might get fed to a snake. And I was just like, yeah, that's fine. I tried for a year, you guys, Dorothy and Ozma.
That's a long.
I tried for a goddamn year. We might have to stop when I'm thinking about the food and the bugs. It was like I was a boy, and then I saw that food with the bugs, and it was like, I'm a man now. Like I am a man now.
When early in my relationship with Dave, I made him buy me 2 aquatic frogs because I had them when I was little, and one of them made it back to the pet store as well. I've been there.
Why did that one?
Because
animals are not a pair of shoes that are too small on you. You can't return live creatures, can you?
They took him, but
at least we weren't flipping and making profits.
I know.
Being a pet owner is hard. You got to be ready. Okay, I have a question, and it's really it's bad, but Clayton, you're my safe space in the world of queerness. So can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Were the mice gay?
No. Is it true that people put
gerbils up their butts?
I think that's an urban legend,
Esther. I'm sure someone has done that, but I don't want. Have you been walking around thinking that I do that, Esther? Is that what you're asking?
No.
I don't think that's true. I don't know how that rumor got started. I'm sure someone's done it, but I can't imagine it's common. And by the way, it is a very offensive question. It's pretty horrible to ask. And the only reason why it's horrible to ask is because you had to put the queerness blanket over it. Yeah. Because everyone has buttholes, Esther, okay? That's the thing about buttholes everyone's got.
Everyone has a perineum. You
But
too.
I just
And I
it's
mean a
'cause
Wait,
prostate.
girls don't have perineums, right? That's the
Actually,
no,
taint.
we don't. We
yes, we
don't.
do. What do
No,
you
we
think that
don't.
patch of skin is in between your butt and your vagina? You think it's like your little lady button?
It's not a
perineum.
perineum. That's
You guys,
only for boys.
and I have to say, this was such a fun journey. This will be the last episode ever of Blowing Up. Between the animal cruelty and the horrible bestiality questions, this is bad, you guys. We're off to a horrible start.
I
I
know.
was
So
curious.
the
I had
VIP,
to
so the
ask.
Sephora VIP sale. Any good picks this year?
Esther, horrible.
I
But
mean, I
Clayton,
have.
You
Oh,
taught me about poppers. Like, I don't know what else there is.
How
to
can you
learn.
compare poppers to sticking a gerbil up your butt? Esther, this is bad. You're making it worse.
Esther, again, read a book report on mice. Like,
Or
yes,
gerbils, any of those
anything.
creatures.
Anything would give you some information.
It almost feels like you're accusing me, like that the mice were so disturbed because child me did that. And you're shaking your
is
head,
like-
yes?
This is like if I asked you if just because Louis C.K. like jacks off allegedly in front of girls, if I asked you if all stand-up comedians, including yourself, like to jack your dick off in front of girls.
Well, the answer is yes. They do.
You
Cut
got us
that.
there.
Cut that out. We're gonna get absolutely canceled and dragged through the absolute filthy mud.
We're
We
gonna
have
get
to cut the whole gerbil thing.
I don't know about that, but at least you saying that all stand-up comics do.
They
And-
do. Didn't you
What?
watch Trisha Paytas on Tiger Belly?
I started it, but I've been busy.
I can't believe what a get.
I
know.
love Trish.
I love Trish too. Esther
I love
totally introduced her
Trish.
to me. Esther, you brought her into my life, and I am forever grateful.
She's so up our Kirstie Alley. Like we are, like she appeals to everything that we know to be amazing.
Eating copious amounts of fast food, glam every single day without fail. Israeli husband who organizes your glitter cups for you.
Oh my god, the glitter cups. You guys, I did go on Etsy and look at glitter cups after she did. In case, first of all, you guys should be watching this on YouTube. I don't care if you're driving, but Caroline just lifted up a fabulous glitter cup.
I have to say, I love cup culture. Like, I'm always buying new sippy cups, but I'm not a glitter. Like, I don't know. I'm not a glitter cup person.
For you to stand in your glass reusable tumbler and throw stones like that when you were the queen of cups, don't yuck our yum.
Wait, Caroline,
These are built-in glitter. This is a Starbucks brand.
it's fabulous.
It's in the plastic, so it's a glitter illusion. Sorry.
Caroline, have you
Ooh,
ever
that is
seen
beautiful?
Caroline, have you ever seen my Makita?
No, what's a Makita?
Hold on, I'm grabbing it. This is an exclusive for YouTube.
An exclusive for YouTube. While Clay's getting that, I just want to say for the rodent owners out there, if your rodents do escape, this is the trick I would use with my hamsters. You put plastic bags all over your house, and then in the middle of the night, you'll hear the plastic bags crinkle and you'll find them. Clay, I just shared a very hot rodent tip that you missed.
Oh God.
It's better
When
you
I
didn't
was
hear it.
when I was spending the summer in New York, I remember at night I would like I had remember Odwalla bars.
Oh
Sure.
God.
I
Yeah,
had
I
a
do.
pack of Odwalla bars, and I remember I'd be sleeping on the top bunk at night, and I'd hear a rat like fussing with my Odwalla bars, and I would just lay there in my bed like, "Ah," and then when I woke up, it would have eaten an Odwalla bar.
Just one. Good control there.
That seems healthy. That
More
seems
than
like
I
a
can say
healthy
for
choice.
myself.
They were
Yeah.
on Noom. Okay. In the hair world, instead of like using fans anymore, that's sort of old school, you use a leaf blower.
Yes.
And this is my
No.
Makita. Caroline, describe what you're seeing on the screen.
Clay's holding a beautiful Makita teal leaf blower, and the entire nozzle, which I want to say is 1.5 feet long, is beautifully bedazzled in a lilac teal barbershop stripe pattern.
Thank you.
Who did that?
Unbelievable.
It's so cool.
I did it myself. It's a glitter sticker. It's a bunch of stickers that I stuck on it.
It's
Wow.
really
I did it over quarantine.
Guys, let's keep it real. You shouldn't need a PhD to figure out what's in your cat's food, which is why Cat Person makes it easy to keep your cat healthy and happy without complicated names or confusing labels. Just high quality, high protein meals made for cats and the people that love them. Cat Person is protein packed and only uses wholesome ingredients. The food is grain free and low carb, so there's no room for the unnecessary fillers you might find in other brands, which will not be named on this podcast. Cat Person delivers delicious, nutritious, and high quality cat food right to your door, so you never have to run out or settle for what the store has. The plans are fully customized for your cat and perfect for cats of all ages. There are 16 easy-to-serve wet foods and 3 different dry foods, so you'll be sure to find the combination your cat will love. Wet foods, I'm talking salmon and tuna, which I'm not going to lie, sounds kind of good to me. Duck and chicken, beef, mackerel and bream. I'm embarrassed to admit my mouth is watering. This is food for cats, but it sounds good to me. Cat Person knows that switching your cat's food to something new can be daunting, which is why they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on your custom plan. Look, I don't have a cat, but my mouth is watering as I mentioned, so if I did have a cat, I would buy this. You and your cat are going to love Cat Person as much as we do. Go to catperson.com/glowingup and use code GLOWINGUP to save $5 on your starter box with free shipping. Your starter box includes 10 cups of wet food, 1 bag of dry food, and an entire set of serving spoons, silicone lids, and a scooper. That's catperson.com/glowingup, code GLOWINGUP for $5 off your starter box with free shipping. catperson.com/glowingup, code GLOWINGUP. So let me get this straight. Maybe you've started your own online store. You're taking after Esther and I. You want to become entrepreneurial. You're selling something you love, doing what you want, and orders are coming in fast. Now the hard part, how do you ship those products out? Well, thankfully, ShipStation makes it easy. With ShipStation, it's simple to import, manage, and ship your orders out fast for a lot less money. It's no wonder ShipStation is the #1 shipping software for e-commerce sellers with more 5-star reviews than anyone else. It's so easy. You can import orders from any sales channel. You can ship with any carrier you want using their deeply discounted rates, and you can automate any shipping tasks. Bottom line is you're going to spend a lot less time on shipping and a lot more time growing your business. And no matter where you're selling, Amazon, Etsy, your own website, ShipStation will funnel your orders into one simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even your cell phone. And like I mentioned, there are discounts no matter what carrier you use, UPS, FedEx, and USPS. It's so easy to use ShipStation. I've used it a bunch of times. It's so convenient. You have to use something like ShipStation if you want any chance of putting more time into your business. Bottom line, guys, you can ship more in less time. Just use our offer code GLOWINGUP to get a 60-day free trial. That is 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in GLOWINGUP. That's ShipStation.com, enter offer code GLOWINGUP, and make ship happen. Yeah, I said it. I went there.
Okay, you guys, let's get away from all of the dark, horrible conversations we're having. And I want to talk to you about something really positive, which is my new obsession.
Putting gerbils up Esther's asshole.
I'm quitting. Okay, my new obsession is, drum roll please, The Villages. Are you guys familiar with what The Villages are?
Tell us more.
So The Villages, Esther, you're a Googler today. I want you to Google The Villages. It is a retirement community in Florida. I believe it's in Boca Raton, and it is basically paradise. I watched a documentary called Some Kind of Wonderful that was
Florida's friendliest active adult 55 and up retirement community.
I want to live there now. Please describe it. So basically, who's the guy that directed like Mother and
David O. Russell?
Black Swan? So David O. Russell produced this documentary about The Villages. And basically it is like this utopia world, and there's like 150,000 people that live there. It's beautiful manicured neighborhoods, and they have their own history of the villages that's all fake. So they have like a fake town square, and everything is designed to look like when the people who live there grew up. So
this
it all
is where
has
I want to live.
This sort of 60s aesthetic. Esther, there are a lot of golfing, obviously. People go to golf. There are dance squads, synchronized swimming, a cappella groups, and the people. I didn't go to college, okay? I deferred from NYU until they said, well, you can't defer anymore. I missed out on the experience of like communal living and taking classes together. Like, I'm ready to go to the villages now.
Me too.
Esther, we would have so much. Now,
it sounds like you and I both just need to go to rehab.
Rehab, where they do have like a fun improv / like vocal group. Now, I've done a little digging, and is there a massive sinkhole problem in a lot of the town? Like, of course there is, and people have fallen into sinkholes, but that's something I can look past. Caroline, are you not interested in a retirement community when you're older?
I'm just kind of taking this all in. I am such an independent person, and my plan is to be extremely active in my little house somewhere and like keep going to the market and like stay engaged in the world around me. Like, I think I would feel so stifled. And I think also I think I'm going to be in denial when I'm old and not feel like an old person. And being around other old people will make me feel old. Whereas I want to be in denial and feel as young as I can for as long as possible.
But
Right. I kind of like the idea of being at an old woman at the coffee shop, like starting conversations with young people who are afraid of me.
Yeah.
Well,
and, like,
you can leave the villages and do that.
Really?
I want to go to the villages now.
I know, I'm interested in that too. Well, here's something I've realized is that I always thought, like, you know, when you get older, like when I was younger and I would think about even being 30, I always imagined like a different actor playing me. But the weird thing is you get older, it's like, oh, it's still you.
Yeah.
Like, it's still going to be us. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like this old person playing us. It's just going to be us, but we look shitty. Do you know what I mean? That's what's hard.
Well, we're gonna all look amazing because aging is a gift.
What?
Like, explain. Go on.
That
Caroline,
didn't ring true.
whose side are you on? The one who said we're gonna look shitty, or the one who said aging is a gift? You have to pick.
I'm gonna look shitty. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Like, I do think that I'm going to peak at 40. Like, that is I think just 40-year-old men are wow. And I do think that when I hit 40, I don't have a young man's face, and I never have. My face never made sense, you know?
Yeah.
I've been
I
told
was just gonna say the same thing.
I've been told it's really hard. You know, we talked about Disney a lot in the past episode. And something I didn't mention was when I go to Disneyland, about every 10 minutes, someone stops me and says, wow, you look just like Walt Disney. So, and that's sort of a face that I'm growing into.
Oh my God.
I fully intend to age like supermodel Helena Christensen. I don't know if you guys have seen her lately. I mean, she's only 52. She's absolutely
That's young.
stunning.
She can't even get into the villages yet.
She's sexy. That's what I'm gonna look like at 52. Those are my plans.
I don't know. There's just something about being like, I work so much and I love to keep active. Like, I never want to just sit on the couch. That doesn't work for me. But I would love if my days were filled with like a dance class, Pilates class. Like, but I just want to go to college, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Now,
I just want to take fun classes.
do you guys have
too.
do you guys have any ideas of hobbies you would pick up in your elderly years that you've always kind of wanted to try now, but you just haven't really gotten around to it?
I would love to learn to play piano because I feel like that would be empowering, and it's also probably good for your aging mind
And
to like learn something new like
and
that.
decrepit aging fingers.
It's true. It's arthritis city. But you know, I play piano, Esther. I play piano and I want to get really good at it. Like, my dream world is to have like a soundproof piano room where I can just play for a few hours every day.
Just like bang out Chromatica beginning to end on the piano.
No, but that is what I play. Like, I'm not sitting there playing like Claire de Lune. Like, I'm sitting there like my big thing that I played when I was in like 7th grade was like the 8 Mile song by Eminem. Like, dun 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 dun, mom spaghetti.
When everyone is vaccinated, Clayton, could you be the accompanist for if we get together with like 10 people and everyone sings show tunes?
Yeah, for sure. Well, we could probably find someone who's even better than me because I want to be on top of the piano singing.
Yeah, that's
Do you
where you
guys-
belong.
Do you guys sing in your car?
Oh,
Yeah.
so loudly. One time, the most embarrassing story of my life is one time in high school, my friend Allie Lofton was like, hey, just FYI, you accidentally butt dialed me in the car. And like, I heard you singing a lot of Blackout. It was when Blackout came out. She's like, I'm not gonna lie, I listened for a really long time. Like,
You were singing like Toy Soldier.
she's like, you were really singing, like really putting your all into it.
Well,
So
I've weirdly taken it to the next level, which is I look up on YouTube the karaoke versions of the songs. And I find them in specific keys. So I'll literally look up like Stupid Love karaoke 10 male key. and I put that on the car
Okay.
and I practice, and I'm practicing hours in the car every day for some unknown performance that I think is gonna happen to me.
The
I'm
practicing is the performance. It's the journey, not the destination. I did something similar when I was quarantining in Canada last year, when I couldn't leave the hotel room for 2 weeks. I finally like did the thing I've always wanted to do that I never just do, which is I looked up YouTube tutorials on how to learn different music video dances. And I learned Baby One More Time. I learned Stupid Love. Like, it was so rewarding, and there's so many good. Oh, I learned that Shakira dance that went viral last year. Like, it is so much fun to just fucking go for it.
Me and Renee tried to learn the Slave for You dance. I will say though,
I could teach you that.
every time that I'm on TikTok and a dancing video of Esther comes up, I am always like,
It's your superpower.
fuck, you're yeah.
Superpower.
No, it honestly, and I think that each of us do have like our little secret superpower. Like, it is like, well, fuck. Like, Esther actually, when Esther dances, she shines in a way that it's almost like the dancing requires so much energy that every time she's not dancing, she's gearing up. Like, she's just drained and charging her battery. And we're just right now in sleep mode. And when she dances, that's when the real Esther comes out.
It's so true. That's the real Esther. It's like graceful, quiet, like
she had like her
effortless.
eyes change. Her eyes have a spark that I have never seen them before or after than when she's dancing. It's so fucking cool, Esther. I love that you can dance.
Thank
Oh my
you, my
God,
friends.
it's totally one of her best skills. Back to singing. Do you guys okay, when you first started singing in your car, like, I feel like everyone goes through a phase when you're like, do I actually like kind of have a good voice? And you're like singing along with the music and you're like, this is good. Cause like you're singing, they're like backed by the actual artist, but you're like experimenting with like riffs and like little flourishes. And you're like, "Oh, I'm like low key kind of a good singer." And then there was that moment for me. Did you guys have this when you like were like, I'm just gonna record this and like
Yes.
see if I'm actually a good singer? And you record your own voice and you listen back and it's like, hey, like so bad.
I have a humiliating experience of that when I was in high school or junior high. Whenever it was "Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know" by Britney Spears.
I love
Written by Shania Twain and her ex-husband Mutt Lange. Mutt Lange is doing the background vocals. It's a fucking iconic song.
It's incredible. So I had like the really old school microphone from like the old PC. It was like a long, thin stick.
like,
and I was like,
yeah, exactly. Come on down.
And it was like probably like 10 o'clock at night. So like everyone was in bed, and so I'm like just like singing it into the microphone. Like, what are the words? Like,
don't let me be.
Yeah.
Your body language says so much.
There's like more embarrassing ones in the verses.
You claim your touch.
I
want to hear you say the word.
Please. Like, wait. Okay. My friends say you're so into me and that you need me desperately. Okay, so that's what I'm singing alone in the basement. And then, of course, from bed in their robe, down comes my dad. What are you doing down here? You're being loud. You've woken up your mother and I. And I'm just like, ah! So embarrassed. And I don't think I sang for years after that.
I mean, full disclosure, I did used to be a singer, and I professionally, before I did hair, was a background singer and a demo singer. So I used to be able to sing really well. The thing about a voice is that if you don't work on it, it gets bad. So that's where I'm at right now, is that like I'll see an old or hear an old thing of me and I'll be like, oh, I was good and now I'm bad. Yeah, aging is bad.
No, it's like Esther with dancing. Like, you still have it in there.
But if I go to the villages, they have some of the best vocal coaches in Boca Raton, and I feel like I could get my voice back. I'm like the mom in Grey Gardens who's like, once I get my voice back, once I get my voice in shape, everything will be okay. That's me.
The way I look at it, it's like your style. You still have your style, but some of your technique is maybe like lacking. That's why my dance is. It's like I can't do a triple pirouette, but like all my style and my energy is there.
Totally. I mean, yeah, and I have sent Esther a few driving videos of me singing, I'm going to be honest, and you have been supportive.
Clayton is an incredible singer. Wait, by the way, Caroline, didn't you watch him in high school and thought he was amazing as well?
Well, okay, I was hoping this wasn't going to come up because it's still kind of like a scarring memory.
Sorry.
That I swear on my fucking life, on God's grave, that I saw Clay in some kind of a Harvard Westlake. Wait, you went to Harvard Westlake, right?
I did, yeah.
And I don't think it was a showcase or something. And did you have like crazy hair?
Yeah.
Okay, it was you. Okay, because I brought this up when you first came on Glowing Up, and you were like, that wouldn't have been me. There's no way.
Well, no, you said that I was in A Good Man, Charlie Brown, or I
Brown.
played Snoopy, and I just don't have memories of that.
Yes, okay, let me tell you.
I smoked weed. I also smoked weed morning, noon, and night in high school. So I know I wasn't in that play, but there might have been a showcase, and I'm open to have.
I was so shut down in that moment, but I don't think I ever told you like the B-side of like why I remember seeing you. Because I was so
a gerbil falls out of the bottom of my pants and everyone talked about it. Okay, go on.
It's really vulnerable, but it's so cute and charming. I was so taken with you and thought you were so talented, and I got an instantaneous crush on you from a distance. And I was like, who is this like cool person? Of course, I only had crushes on gay guys until I was like 25. But
okay.
I remember like trying to find you on like MySpace or whatever was popping off, and I just like gave up. I couldn't find you, but I swear it was you.
I was big on MySpace, you guys.
I swear it was you. You had a mohawk or something, right?
Yeah, I had a mohawk mullet. I had a mohawk mullet. Should I start making shirts that say peaked on MySpace? Because I do feel like that's my journey.
Are you guys not like, is this not crazy to anyone that I saw Clay in a high school show, became fixated on him for like a minute of my life, fully was like,
oh no,
is this not crazy to anyone?
I know this already. I think you basically said it on the last Glowing Up.
Okay, well, I'm re-bringing it up.
I know it's.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Okay, I received this information. It's kind of embarrassing, but I'll take it. I was a mess in high school, and I literally don't remember a lot of it. I'm telling you, the mouse thing fucked me up. When I saw that food, like, I honestly, like, I have lost years after
you
that.
turned to drugs because of the mouse food?
By the way, like, kind of, yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. Well, maybe we'll have a moment together one day. I'm open to it.
It's okay.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go fuck
I feel
myself.
like you're just saying that just to make me feel better.
I mean, what do you want me to say? You know that I'm like your biggest fan, and I love you, and I spotted you in the audience, and I sang Just to You, and it was the way I felt when I saw you.
It's like I'm having a moment about the full circle nature of life. Just like the coincidence of it all, like the significance.
But
like
here's what I will say, Caroline, and this isn't me tooting my own horn, but I was openly gay, weird looking person who went out every day in high school. So I come across people all the time that are like, I think you like got on a table at a party once. Like, I remember you. Like, did you look really weird back then? And I'm like, yes, that was me. Okay, like, there weren't that many out gay people that also chose to look so freakish and go out as often as, like, I wore crazy eyeliner and had like a mullet.
He was a star.
We have to put a picture on the Instagram this week of
okay.
young Clay.
Clayton was just a star, and like a lot of people remember Clayton, and he just doesn't remember anyone else.
Okay, well, here's the thing that was really tough is one of my first jobs was I was a cater waiter when I was like 20 years old. And I remember doing some big event, like some Elton John was performing, and my job was to just hand out hors d'oeuvres to people because I didn't go to college. Why I want to go to the Villages. You guys, this wasn't my choice. They made everyone who was the waiters wear rice patty hats. And like white, like basically karate outfits. It was really offensive.
That's really bad. That was at an Elton John party?
He was performing. It was a charity event.
Okay.
And so many girls, it was like all filled with like celebutante young girls. And they would be like, aren't you Clayton Hawkins? Like, what happened to you? And I would just be like, here's your food. Like, I got knocked down so many pegs after high school, and I had to rebuild myself back up.
Oh, what did
Look
they
at you
mean by
now.
that? Like, what were they expecting to see you doing?
Well,
and
I was
not-
in a
It's a-
band, and my band was really popular when I was a teenager. So I toured all over the country in this band.
What?
We were never that big, but we were kind of had a moment, right?
What was it called?
I don't want to talk about it. We were called Carlotta. A lot of it's been wiped from the internet because
Oh my God. I totally know that band.
okay.
What?
I'm
A lot of it's been
I'm-
wiped from the internet.
And
Is
who
it on
did you guys open for?
We opened for a lot of people. We opened for Filter. We opened, like, we would do South by Southwest.
What was your big song again?
We had a song called Don't Cry. We had a song called The Queen. Lizzie Olsen starred in our music video and was like the lead. And basically when she started acting, she was like, can you get rid of all proof of this? Because it was a really cringy video. And I was like, yes, that's fine. But yeah, so I was in a band. So basically I thought I was hot shit when I was a teenager. And then I got knocked down a million pegs and was a cater waiter and worked at Menchie's and then worked my way back
Okay,
up through the beauty industry.
I don't want you to don't dunk on Menchie's.
Why were you knocked down?
Are you not hearing the story?
No,
Thank
but like
you.
before the cater waiter and the Menchie's, like, did you just
We
decide-
lost popularity. Like, it was
Okay.
basically like the first year we were together, we were the most popular. Where like we would literally have like, I don't know, a couple thousand people at our shows. We would play really
That's
big
a
shows.
lot for a high school band. That's crazy.
And
I've never
and then
had that
being-
many people at a show.
like we had management, like we were, we were
and
like
to be
with
in
MySpace
high school
records.
out the gate like that and when you're in high school and you're experiencing that success, you're like, this
It's only
is
gonna
gonna
get
be
bigger.
yeah, like
So
this is
I thought I was going to be huge, which is why I got into like CAP at NYU. Like I got into Tisch, and it's like a small program, and I was like, I'll defer. Like I'm in a big band, and basically, with each month that went by, the band just got less and less popular. The more that like management came in, they tried to make me straighter. Like when I first started performing, I was like crazy costumes and costume changes and like crazy hair, and they just sort of like dulled me. And we lost all of our fans. And then I was like, oh, I'm like 20, 21. I didn't go to college. So then I became a backup singer, and that was cool. I sang like in studios, and then I went to beauty school. And when I was in beauty school, I was like a demo singer. This is vulnerable for me to share all this.
I know it took like a year of being friends for him to tell me all of it.
it's really interesting and like really it's really brave of you to share it. I'm not just saying that. I know it sounds corny, but this is fascinating. And it really says a lot about you. I think that you are just a strong person. This is all really fascinating.
Oh my God, you're like, you're strong. This is so bad. You are.
You're brave.
I wouldn't have made
Your
it.
story is
you're
like
like the-
fascinating.
You're like the fact that you didn't go to the safe, pull out the gun, and put it between your eyes is just.
Well, here's my take on Clayton. It's like he is such a superstar at everything
Such
he
a
does.
superstar.
So it like
Yes.
doesn't even matter. It's like, yeah, of course he was like
But
had
now-
a major music career before this.
It
Like,
wasn't
of course
major.
he did.
But that's what's so cool is now working with these like pop girls is like I have the best of both worlds because I get to be like in that creative thing. I get to be like, okay, that take when you did that was sick. Like, okay, don't listen to them. Like, this was beautiful. Like, let's do this look. Like, what's okay? Like, who's your like? I love doing the behind the scenes stuff. I have a perfect blend right now.
How can I find any of the Carlotta music, or is it?
I can send you. It's all privated on YouTube, and I can send you the like just links to it.
I'm gonna need that.
Same.
I'm really gonna need that. I know what I'm gonna be doing in the villages. I'm just gonna be like going back to the Carlotta catalog.
But now, do you see why I want to go to the villages?
To be the star of the village.
Yeah, I want to be like in an all-gay a cappella group in the villages.
And then
'Cause
it's gonna be like same when I was in high school and I saw you and I'll be in the audience and I'll be like, Clay, like remember me? Like
Caroline, that's your choice. You're choosing not to come to the villages. I would welcome you with open arms in the community.
I feel like I have to write on your coattails in the villages. That's the only shot I'm gonna have.
Please. Good
Oh.
Lord.
I'm gonna be like tending to your rat cage, putting the masking tape on your rat cage.
this episode is all getting scrapped because it's just been me sharing like my most humiliating, darkest stories.
Okay,
I mean, I'm gonna get canceled for asking you if you put gerbils in your butt.
Let me set the scene for you. Close your eyes. Fresh from San Diego, California comes the only sunglasses brand I'm probably ever going to wear again. I'm talking about Blenders Eyewear, and you're going to be hooked when you see how awesome these shades are. I got a pair of their blue light glasses with this really cute, thick, flirty, funky frame. The quality is so great. They're so sturdy. They're so thick. I use them all the time. I'm wearing them right now while I stare into the vortex of my computer screen. They are perfect to wear when I'm doing anything, recording podcast ads, Zooming with my coworkers. Truly anything that involves blue light, my blenders are on. And here's the story. You know, Chase Fisher started Blenders by selling his beachy shades out of a backpack while doubling as a surf instructor on Pacific Beach. Hustler much? Love it. He wanted to create an adventurous, mid-priced eyewear option with the same cool factor as other leading styles. And they don't just have blue light glasses, as you've probably ascertained. They sell sunglasses, and the sunglasses are insane. They got a team of in-house designers. They're constantly coming out with new styles. They've got a lot of really cool polarized styles, which is like that gradient effect on the lens, which I love. They also have prescription glasses, readers, and a snow collection with goggles and accessories. Check it out. Live life in forward motion with Blenders today. To score 15% off your Blenders purchase, visit blenderseyewear.com and enter promo code GLOWINGUPVIP. That's blenderseyewear.com, code GLOWINGUPVIP for 15% off. Blenders are rocked with pride worldwide. Oh my God, when I see this ad come up, it brings a smile to my face because it's a product I truly use every single day of my life. When you start using this product, you will never go back to the way things were. What am I talking about, you ask? Of course, I'm talking Tushy. And it's Mother's Day, which means it is the perfect time to bring your mama into the future with the brand new Hello Tushy 3.0 modern bidet attachment. It's stylish, it's eco-friendly, it's easy to install, and it will help stop flushing your mom's retirement down the toilet in TP costs. You guys, the Tushy is amazing. You might be scared at first. You're like, do I want to shoot water into my butt? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The Hello Tushy 3.0 cleans butts like a champ, but also cleans itself with this smart spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle. And when we say anyone can put this shit together, yes, we mean even your parents. Hello Tushy 3.0 attaches to your existing toilet, no electricity, no extra plumbing, no tech support, and it cuts toilet paper use by 80%. It pays for itself in a few months, folks. Toilet paper is expensive. They don't tell you that in school. Plus, and this is most important, every Hello Tushy bidet attachment comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. And if your mom already has a Tushy on her toilet, blow her away with an upgrade to the new Hello Tushy 3.0. And if she's new, have her join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now for a clean butt with every flush. Give the gift of a clean butt. Go to hellotushy.com/glowup to get 10% off plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners at hellotushy.com/glowup for 10% off. And again, that's hellotushy.com/glowup. Oh my God, periods. Can't live with them, can't live without them. And let's be honest, the freaking gear you have to get for your period is a stress in unto itself. I mean, for me personally, I'm looking for something that I know will be good for my body, isn't full of weird chemicals, and I can feel comfortable wearing throughout the day. I mean, that doesn't feel like a lot to ask, but apparently it is, but not anymore. Because if you want a period product that looks out for your body, your lifestyle, and the planet, you've got to try Flex. Flex is innovative period care with products that are body safe, made for comfort, and made to keep you moving. Oh my God, finally, thank God. First up, you've got the Flex Disc, which is a one-time menstrual disc that fits perfectly inside your body. It can be worn for up to 12 hours, and it holds a lot of flow, as much as 3 super tampons. It's not quite a cup. It's unlike anything you've ever used before. It's literally a flexible disc thing. It was really easy to put in, and you can have safe period sex on it, mess-free, which is freaking amazing. It's honestly the only product I know of that you can wear while you're having sex on your period. Point is that I love it. And if you want to go zero waste, check out the Flex Cup, which is a reusable cup made with a velvety soft material for a comfortable fit. If you ever thought about trying a menstrual cup, this is the one. It's the only cup on the market with a pull tab, so you remove it the way you'd remove a tampon, which to me was such a game changer. I'm always so scared to remove those cups, but the little pull tab made it amazing. You know what? If you're confused, Flex has videos, diagrams, FAQs, and even live chat Flexperts on their website to help you along the way. So say goodbye to mess, leaks, and stress and say hello to healthier periods for people and the planet with Flex. Go to flexfits.com and use code GLOWING for 20% Flex Disc starter kits or 10% off your first Flex cup plus free US shipping. That's code GLOWING at fits.com.
Can we talk about how Esther went on a trip?
Oh, yeah, sure. I went to my fiance's niece's bat mitzvah in Boston, socially distanced, COVID safe. I tried the Dunkin' Donuts cold foam. Caroline, have you tried it?
No. Is it?
Oh, wait.
Decidedly no.
It is dairy, and I didn't know that till after.
And
but
it's
it is-
sweetened. I just assume that any fun drink is like has too much sugar.
I know, but if you just get the cold brew and then only the foam is sweet,
Well,
so you like sip it and then you get the sweet foam and the
okay.
cold brew, that's good.
And are you aware about this subculture of Starbucks foam?
Go on.
I am
Go
part
on.
of an entire Facebook group that is, I think it's called like the Foamily or something like that. And it's like 1,000 strong. Like I'm talking like packed Carlotta show.
Shut up. I'm done. Goodbye.
What is this? How do I not know about it? Tell
It's
us
called
everything.
Carly Wiesel's. It's actually such a complicated group. It's like Disney people and foam people, but it does seem to be mostly about Starbucks foam. And these people add this foam to every drink, and they all have these like share their daily foam, and they'll do these crazy things where they'll get like today, like best foam ever. Like I got like a venti cup with 1 shot of espresso and the rest with foam. And they'll show these cups that are these like Frankenstein, like devastating foam monstrosities. And I don't know exactly what the foam is. I think you can get it link.
Can you link me to this group?
Yeah.
Or post screenshots on the Instagram, because this is the kind of thing that I could spend 3 hours on tonight.
Well, Facebook group culture is such a thing.
That's what Facebook is like. That's why they're still holding on.
Can we go around and say what Facebook groups that we
Yes.
are a part
Blowing
of
up.
that we're pretty mortified that we're a part of?
I was in like high school. It was like, I'm suspicious of girls who don't finish their whole Chipotle burrito.
And that was the name of the group?
Did you guys have like funny groups like that in high school?
No,
Not really.
really.
Oh, I guess you guys weren't as funny as me.
Okay. I'm part of a Facebook group that I can only describe as a really, really toxic space called Wizard of Oz Collectors Unite. And when I tell you, it is some of the most mean-spirited, nasty fucking people I've ever encountered. Because sometimes children will be on there and they'll be like, look, I found this Dorothy doll. I think it's from the 90s. Isn't it cute? And they'll be like, you idiot. It's from 1989, the 50th anniversary. Are you dumb? And I'll be like, yeah, we have seen this before a million times. Next. Like the comments are brutal.
Are you really into Wizard of Oz collectibles?
Yes.
Oh yes, okay. I just found the Foamily. It is called the Foamily. I'll send you guys some screenshots later.
But text me a link to it right now.
Okay.
But wait, what other groups are you in, Esther? What groups are you in?
I actually don't have an active Facebook account. I might have to like borrow someone's password to log in and look at this foam group. I'm not active on Facebook at all.
Well, I'm not active either. I just look at a couple groups. I have to say, the site looks like a damn mess.
I
So
can't even.
ugly.
I don't know.
I
What's
can't
up and what's
find
down
anything on it. I can only find groups.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm in a group called Christians Against Dinosaurs. I think I joined it as a joke, but I don't really keep too active in
Well,
it.
what about Reddit groups? Because it's sort of the same similar thing. Is anyone a part of any fun Reddit groups?
I mean, so many. I used to be like Reddit, like selling makeup groups. Let's see if I can log in.
Oh God, I love my
Who's Siren? Whose Siren is
my
going?
house. I'll go on mute. I'll go.
No, it's fine. I don't care. It's adding deaths to the thing.
Mine are boring. I really like skincare Reddit.
Well, wait, what's going on with your milia? What's happened since you
Oh, my
changed?
skin's never looked better.
So she was right.
She was completely right. My face was trash. I was covered in milia, whatever that is.
Is the milia gone?
The milia's gone.
No.
She dug a hot needle into them and the milia's completely gone. My skin is
Wow.
so smooth. Makeup is sitting nice.
Wow.
Everything's in tip top shape. I'm really liking what she did.
I gotta say, you look beautiful.
Clay, I have to ask you, I bought a bunch of Olaplex in the Sephora sale. And what do you think? Like, I just got convinced by like a hair TikToker who has like long, thick horse hair.
I just made a Olaplex video for them. You can see it soon on the Ipsy page. I think it's actually really good. I think like the at-home treatments. What did you get? Like the 0 and the 3 or the 1?
I got the 0 and the 3.
Yeah, so that's what I just like played with the other day, and I actually thought it was great.
Did your hair feel softer and smoother?
Yeah, I didn't use it on my real hair. I used it on a wig, but the wig was glued to my head, and it felt way softer and smoother after. I think Olaplex is great. And anecdotally, I had a client that had platinum blonde hair, was bleaching her hair nonstop, and they used Olaplex and it was fine. And then she went and did a movie in like Turkey, and I guess it's not allowed in Europe. It's not up to their regulations. And they bleached her hair without Olaplex and it broke it all off.
That's sad.
So Olaplex does work, you guys.
I don't really have like properly damaged hair though. Like I just want it to be strong and thick like a horse's.
Isn't it disgusting that I've never done your hair?
It is really sad because my hair is like my everything. Like I have such a deep personal I just love hair.
The picture of you in Esther's sweatsuit, your hair looks like better than any hair that I've ever done in my entire life.
It was a really lucky moment. The light caught me just so. I really appreciate that. I know it's sick. It's sick that you haven't done my hair. It's awful.
What do you want to do? Because I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to do like Garden of Eden, Eve, your naturally curly texture, and get like 40-inch wavy Indian extensions and just put them in and literally do you like topless with hair to below your waist. Beautiful.
That's exactly what I want. We're on the same exact page, and don't worry, I already have the extensions. I think I have 40s. Like
don't worry, I'll bring you extensions.
Yeah. You've got plenty.
We're gonna step up. We'll put some fresh hair in your head.
The hair doesn't go bad. I take good care of it. I wash it.
No, but not all hair is created equal. And
from the hair shop, they're nice.
The hair shop is good, but I can get you like raw, real, pure hair.
I don't want to know how you got that, but it does not sound legal.
Well,
okay.
Esther, what do you have to share?
To protect Clay's innocence, we'll move on.
Yeah, Esther left the room. Esther's come back with like a Chick-fil-A cup just to bring her homophobia to a next level. And what's up, doll?
Oh God. I did some finagling and I found my Reddit login and I wanted to share some of my Reddit communities.
Go for it.
So these are over the past few years: 30 plus skincare, 90s. For some reason, I'm in a group called A Bra That Fits. Antidepressants, anxiety.
Antidepressant hive, rise up.
Oh my God.
Ariana
Just
Grande.
such a broad umbrella term, by the way.
She just has a part of one that just says lethargic.
Ballet.
Ariana Grande. I feel like I've tried to connect with you on Ari before, and
me?
Her music never hits me the right way, but her aesthetic I love. Like I love
Ari's
all her images.
Music is so good.
Everything. It hits me. It pierces something so deep in the center of my heart. Like she makes me feel things that almost no other artist can make me feel.
Yeah, I stand respect and love Ari. And you guys, when I tell you hit after hit, you don't realize how many hits the girl has.
I realize.
I've got to say she has at least 20 hit songs that people know. Like 20 godforsaken hits.
I don't think you're right.
I do.
I think so. I mean, Clay's just right, Esther. Like she's just right. I mean, there are songs that you may not be. But
I think Esther would know. That's the thing. I think that let's say 15. I think there are 15 Ariana Grande songs that Esther could sing the whole chorus to, and that's saying a lot.
What? That's ridiculous. I want you to be right. Like
Side to side, break free. Thank You Next.
No Tears Left to Cry.
No Tears Left to Cry.
Thank
We're
You
already
Next
at
is great.
5.
No, but I don't know No Tears
The
Left
Way.
to Cry.
Yes,
yes,
you
you
do.
do.
You do.
Prove it.
Well, you just start
I'm
singing
living it up. I'm picking it up. I'm living, I'm picking it up.
Picking it up.
Living, I'm picking it up. Right now,
I'm in a state of mind.
You know it.
I don't. You guys.
You're not really self-conscious.
That's so
in that high
weird.
register.
It's actually really weird that you're acting like you don't know Ariana Grande. What's that
I know
about?
it is. I don't know. It's just her music has never connected with me, and I'm a female pop star fiend.
Do you think it's because she's so tiny and brunette and it's kind of hard for you to see her succeed in the way that she has?
No, I literally buy her merch and love her aesthetic. Like I love
the aesthetic is ironically the worst part of Ariana Grande.
Well, I have bad taste.
As a stan, and I say that as a stan. Okay, The Way. You know The Way. I love the way you make me feel. I love it. If you don't know that song, like,
next,
and
keep
now
going.
I'm
Just keep
actually
going.
not.
Let's do rapid fire. Keep going.
Okay. I had to pull up a list because I don't. Oh,
but I will say Thank You Next is amazing.
Okay, we got that.
Yeah, we already heard that. That's one. Ding. Point.
Bang, 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 bang,
bang.
when I'm into the room.
I know you wanna.
Bang, bang, when I'm all up on you.
It's Miss got it sprays at the bottle. It's Nicky Folk got it.
Okay, what about Be Alright? We gonna be alright.
I also think it's bullshit that two of the songs you're referencing are not just her side to side.
You're
and
just
bang,
looking
bang.
for any reason. You're just
that's bull. Wait, you're gonna go ahead and say that's bullshit.
Well, if you're
out collaborations,
if you're listing Gaga songs, like, are you gonna go straight to Telephone? Like, I think there's a
no, but Gaga. But here's the thing: is when you're making more R&B music, it's normal to have more collaborators. Like that just lends itself.
Oh,
R&B,
by the way,
part of the genre.
Yeah,
guys, that's it. It's R&B. You just said it. I'm not an R&B person. There we go. That explains it. Literally, I didn't realize that. I think that
Break
explains
free.
it.
This is
the part when I say
that song is annoying to me. It's like I just picture like a bunch of people on the dance floor, like.
Oh my god, that song is annoying. I just picture people dancing on the dance floor.
But it's like, you know how like when you're at like a normal club and they just play like all the fucking normal top 40, but they don't play like the fun good songs that like freaks like us.
I don't care. I need to be at the club and I want to hear top 40 songs. When I hear Break Free, I think about being at Toucans in Palm Springs, dancing on their carpeted floor. It is fabulous. Literally gay porn playing on a screen in the background. Like that's what I want.
I want to give a shout out while we're talking female pop to the best song of all time that was released within the last week. Kiss Me More by Doja Cat featuring SZA.
I do love that song.
Lead single from Planet Her. I'm such a Doja stan. I addressed this in last week's podcast. I'm a SZA stan, obviously. This song it's produced by Dr. Luke, who's toxic and bad, but the man can certainly produce a song.
Yeah, I mean, that song is really good. I'm also did you guys listen to the Demi album?
No, I haven't yet.
Need to.
And I haven't watched the documentary. No spoilers.
Okay, the documentary
her songs lately have been so good.
There's a song called Melon Cake.
Oh.
That's about how on her birthdays with her old management, they wouldn't give her a real cake because they wanted to keep her weight down, and they gave her a cake made out of melon. And she has a whole song about like, no more melon cake, no more melon cake. And the lyrics and the production, it's fucking cool, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
She's so cool.
The lyrics and the production are so talking about how like the mouse tried to keep me Barbie sized and I obliged, about like Disney and like all that stuff. It was like, the lyrics are great.
I have never, ever connected with Demi Lovato.
I never connected with her music. And I'm telling you, this song in particular is really cool to me.
Okay, I can't wait to listen.
And you have to respect someone who's that vulnerable as she is in the documentary.
You know what other album was really good this summer? Now we're just talking female pop. Like, let's just do a temperature check on female pop.
Yeah.
Esther, did you ever listen to the Miley album, the newest Miley album?
Yeah,
everyone hated it. I liked it.
Everyone hated it. It's amazing.
Yeah. All the young girls that I work with didn't like it. I think it's fucking great.
Oh my God, it couldn't be cooler.
Well, I cannot
really
wait
good.
for Sour by Olivia Rodrigo. The
I
album
know.
cover just dropped. I did the hair on the album art
So
or on the
gorgeous.
cover.
Congrats.
I was just with her today, and she is so talented. I've gotten to hear her sing live the past couple days, and you guys, her voice is just unbelievable.
So jealous you get to hear
The
her.
future of pop.
Her music, her fucking songwriting is so good. Like you just get so connected to it like right away that you just like dig in, and I don't know, there's something about it that's
Because it's so specific.
yeah, it's so
not
special.
these vague, like the thing I hate in a lot of pop songs is when it's just super vague and it's like the same lyrics
Like,
over and over again.
Party till the end of the world. It's like
That was every song from 2010 was like, put your hands up, it's the end of the world and we're gonna die young tonight. Like every song was that for years.
And it's like, whose party, what world? Like, paint me a picture, tell me a story.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's songwriting.
I love
Olivia Rodrigo.
love Deja Vu.
She went to the Taylor Swift School of Songwriting for sure.
Deja Vu is such a great song. I love it. Okay, well, what other song? I mean,
Taylor Swift Fearless re-release. Like, I'm an early Taylor stan. I cannot stand Cardigan or any of like the fucking Bon
that's what I like. I like Cardigan. I don't really know from the old stuff.
Oh, I'm such a Taylor stan from the old days, like the country pop. I live for that. The Fearless re-records are great. Such a fun listen.
I'm obsessed with Up by Cardi. That's what I'm feeling.
Oh, really? I'm so excited for I love, you know who one of my favorite female artists right now is? Sweetie. Are you guys fans of Sweetie?
Oh my God, of course. She just did a song with Gwen. Have you heard it?
Sweetie just dropped a whole mixtape today where she partnered. Each song is with a different up-and-coming artist.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so cool. Sweetie works so hard. She grinds harder than anyone else. And every song is a banger.
And I love that she's really getting like these big, to do a song with Gwen Stefani is very big. And she did a big $1 million video with it. And I just love to see people. There's something so satisfying about watching a pop star's ascent. Do you know what I mean? Watching someone rise. What happened, Esther?
No, Donut is just doing her nightly barks. She's fine. I'm with you. Can I just share, and I know like every so often I go off on this person and how much I love them, but I think the greatest album of all time is Shakira, Laundry Service.
I need to listen to some more deep cuts from it because I just know the singles, babe.
It's a great album.
Yeah, you mentioned Shakira thing going.
You're going through a Shakira phase, and I really
love that for you.
Respect that. Yeah, like honestly, the way that you don't respect us liking Ari, we're gonna have to go ahead and respect that.
I'm gonna serve you back a lot of positivity because that's what friends do.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, you guys, this has been another amazing hour spent with two best friends. Missed connections right here in high school.
Oh my God, I was so vulnerable this episode. I'm honestly regretting it.
No, Clay, don't regret it. It's a fascinating story, honestly, and it gave me so much more context. And like, I took it personally that like you didn't care that I like, but now like I have the
Caroline,
whole.
I care so much. It's almost like I'm embarrassed. So when someone talks about high school, it's like
I get it.
It's like embarrassing.
That's like when people talk about my college improv career when I was like just owning the stage in Northwestern Improv. And I thought I was like such hot shit. Now I look back and I'm like, that was so fucking embarrassing. I like can't even like hear the word improv without like a chill going up my spine.
So anyway, Caroline, you just hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what it is for me.
Anyway, point is, thank you for sharing, Clay.
No, go ahead.
We love you and we see you and we appreciate you.
I love you guys and I appreciate you. Listeners, we're still doing a giveaway. I have the bag all ready to go. Now, some people would say maybe they'll plan how they're going to do this giveaway off mic, but I think that we should discuss, the three of us right now, how are we going to deliver, as Esther specifically, Esther, how are we going to give this giveaway basket away? What are we looking for out of the Glomies?
I think that the Glomies, in order to submit to this giveaway that is going to be so epic that I'm literally jealous of whoever wins it, I'm thinking
she's already tried to take stuff from it, by the way. I literally have like taken it from her and put it back.
No, I would not do that, but I would love to receive it, but I want the Glomies to have it. So you want to So first of all, if you're not listening on YouTube, you got to go to YouTube and you have to log into your account. You're probably already logged in because you're a normal person. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment on this video. Anything, literally anything. You can write giveaway. You can write Clayton was in a band. You can write anything you want.
Justice for Carlotta.
Oh God.
Justice for Carlotta.
And then we should have Esther's mom, Mary, randomly choose, like we'll film her going through the YouTube and with her finger point to it, and then we'll reach out to that person and send it their way.
I'm like remembering I'm sorry. I just had a moment. I think I like remember the Carlotta song. I'm like remembering the first verse. I'm not going to sing it, but you have to send it to me.
You can. What are you remembering?
I can't. I'm too embarrassed.
Okay.
I'm too embarrassed. But I like think I had it in my iTunes. But anyway, point is, do what they just said.
Caroline was not
I started to
present.
black out.
But you guys,
this
this basket's amazing. It has incredible hair accessories from Chunks hair accessories, which are the coolest hair accessories in the game. The sickest.
Those.
I know. Esther, you turned me on to them. It has Orbe products. It has R&Co products. It has a host of other stuff. It has some Color Wow products. It has Pai Shao products, which is an amazing organic tea infused line. This basket is fierce. Watch this video on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like it, give us a thumbs up, and then leave a comment. Maybe tell us why you deserve it, but ultimately Mary's going to randomly decide.
And I don't want to brag, but this show doesn't have that many listeners. So like you actually have a really good chance at winning the giveaway. So I say go for it. You guys submit. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for telling your friends about our show and helping us grow. We love checking in with you every week. As always, you can follow all of us on Instagram, and we have an Instagram for the show at Glowing Up Podcast. And I'm going to be in Phoenix April 29th. Tickets at standuplive.com for stand up. Caroline, today's a big day. Can you explain?
Today, by the time you're listening to this, it was last week. Fishwife launched their newest product, smoked rainbow trout. It is incredible. It's a one-of-a-kind product, the only fully domestically sourced and hand-packed tinned trout product in the world, in the US. The trout is raised at like the most incredible trout farm in Idaho, where the trout are raised without antibiotics or hormones with this like really incredible nutritious feed. And they have 62 times less mercury than like the FDA standard for how much mercury can be in fish. Like the trout is so good and really was raised at like a sustainable is kind of a meaningless word, but it actually is sustainable. And like the future of eating seafood are like really great aquaculture fish farms. And then it's hand packed and smoked over real alderwood at our cannery in Oregon. And the packaging is so cute. It has tons of rainbows on it and like the story of where the fish are from on it. Anyway, you can buy it at eatfishwife.com and also watch Chad on TBS, a show I wrote.
Which, by the way, you guys, Chad is a bona fide fucking smash. The numbers were
so funny.
Huge for the first episode, weren't they, Caroline?
Is that true?
It debuted it got really good numbers, I guess. Well, for cable, like.
No, I messaged Caroline and I was like, dude, these numbers are huge. And she was like, are you being serious? I'm like,
I thought he was being facetious.
I'm like, and that's now that we have really worked out our past together, Caroline, I think you now know that like I would never be facetious. I don't joke about Nielsen numbers, and I never would. And no, the show's a bona fide hit. Everyone loves it. That is so fucking cool that you wrote on it.
I know. I love Chad so much. Oh,
Donut.
Never mind.
Donut's like, mommy's lying. She's never watched it.
That's not true. My fiance Dave is also a writer on Chad, so we got to support.
Nice.
Does that okay? And also, yeah, I'm so excited for the new Fishwife product. I saw your post today. I gagged over it, and I loved when you were describing how to serve it. I was like, wait, I kind of want to make like a dip.
Yeah, you mix it with like cream cheese, or some people do like a creme fraiche with like a little like salt and pepper. Easy peasy.
I love like a salmon dip. I love like a tuna dip. Like that sounds so good. I want to do that.
People love that. Yeah. A smoked trout dip. I like it out of the can with just a little bit of lemon on it because it's so flavorful and smoky. But over a salad.
Oh yeah, and a salad heaven.
On our website, we have a recipe for a TLT sandwich, like a trout, lettuce, avocado, tomato instead of like a BLT. Good stuff.
Yum. And so fast to make.
Fast. That's the name of the game. Fast food. Anyway, you guys.
Thank you all for listening. I love you guys so much. And again, listeners, like I know this was a very Clay-centric episode. I know I've sort of taken it over this podcast. I'm sorry and thank you. I was really vulnerable and I'm feeling very vulnerable.
We so appreciate you opening up. The listeners appreciate it. We're getting insight into the background of Clay and who he is, and that's making it all the sweeter. And everyone show love for Clay in the comments. He was really vulnerable. Hashtag justice.
It was me talking mostly about like the bugs in the food.
Justice for Esther. Wait, Veronica and Olma? What were the rats?
Dorothy.
Oh, Ozma and Dorothy, duh. Wizard of Oz collectors, unite.
Okay. On that note, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.